This sell-off has been brutal for all sorts of stocks, but among the worst hit group are the cloud plays. Going into September, the cloud was the sexiest story around. You had all these fast-growing enterprise software companies that were saving their customers a fortune because long-term cloud-based software is a lot cheaper than buying programs and storing them on your own services. That's what's called on-prem. On-premise is very, very bad. And I've been telling you this for a long, long time. Now, September and October tend to be very difficult months for stocks that are winners. As a matter of fact, winners have been getting obliterated. If only because we're approaching the end of the year, the fiscal end of the year for money managers, and they like to take profits rather than have them taken away. By the way, the last 4 days of October are seasonally very strong because they're done with the selling, which brings me to Workday, one of our faves. The cloud-based software company helps businesses save money by automating all sorts of human resources, payroll, and financial management jobs. You know, I think the world of this story. But in many ways, Workday, the stock, well, let's say it marked the high for the group. At the beginning of September, the company reported a terrific quarter, and its stock got slammed anyway. That's a tell. Then 3 weeks ago, Workday held a very bullish analyst day, and once again, the stock got hit. In fact, the darn thing has come down $28 or more than 18% from September highs. Again, this weakness has very little to do with fundamentals, which we know are excellent. Like all growth stocks, Workday tends to become less attractive to big institutional investors when the Fed won't stop talking about inflation, because inflation erodes the value of the company's long-term earnings. The actual company, though, is still doing great, and that's what we care about on Mad Money. In fact, they recently acquired Adaptive Insights. That's a cloud-based business planning platform for $1.55 billion over the summer. You know what? I think this could be an important acquisition because it broadens the whole spectrum of what Workday can do for you, but do not take it from me. Earlier today, we had a chance to check in with Anil Bushri. He's the co-founder and CEO of Workday, and Tom Bogan. He's the CEO of Adaptive Insights. Now it's their newest subsidiary. Take a look. Neil, first, congratulations. Tom, congratulations. When I look at this deal, it is not so-called a lot of money, but I think it brings a lot of scale. Can you define how much this means in terms of new clients and in terms of upsell?
Sure. Well, for us, it was a lot of money.
Right, I know, but I think it's going to bring a market cap that's much bigger.
I hope so. We had this vision for enterprise applications that starts with planning, moves to execution, moves to analysis. And that's how business works. You come up with a plan, you execute against that plan, you analyze the results, and you do it all over again. We had tried to do planning on our own, but came to the conclusion that we were several years behind companies like Adaptive and needed to be in that market today. It adds another $5 billion of market opportunity to us. Tom will tell you about how many customers they have, but a strong customer base. But it also rounds out that vision where we're now the first and only company that can deliver planning, execution, analysis as one unified platform.
And Tom, I think that when I look at the clients, it's a different base. So it's therefore additive, particularly if you use his fantastic enterprise sales rep group.
Right. That's right, Jim. And we have over 4,000 customers using Adaptive Insights Business Planning Cloud. And we have an opportunity to accelerate our business, particularly with larger enterprise customers where Workday has such a strong base.
Now, I am loath to talk about traditional rivalries, but I went on Gartner Peer Insights, and sure enough, what comes up in you? You versus Oracle. And I have to tell you that let's just say that you fare very well when it comes to would you recommend, and they don't. How does this help you, given that there's clearly people who think it's competitive? How does it help you take them on?
So, you know, it's all about solving customer problems, and planning is a critical part of every business and getting into the CFO's office. I think the thing that we have and Adaptive shared is a very happy customer base. And that's what we're all in business for. And that's our biggest advantage. We're both born in the cloud, which gives you a huge advantage. No legacy baggage. Born in the cloud, modern technology, happy customers. And I think I think that together with the employee-centric cultures, I like our chances.
You know, just for the record, 93% said they would recommend you, 62% said recommend Oracle. Tom, you guys go way back, been friends for 15 years. At the same time, this deal happened rather rapidly because weren't you about to go public?
We were, Jim. We were on our IPO roadshow. And I think the key was the alignment of cultures of the two companies. Very customer-centric, very employee-centric. And with the working relationship Anil and I had, there was a lot of trust, which was required to do a deal in a very short time frame.
Now, when you talk about holistic, collaborative planning, I am sure there's some people out there saying, well, that sounds like mumbo jumbo. Tell me why that's not mumbo jumbo.
In business, planning sits at the execution, at the intersection of execution and strategy. And everybody in the business has to plan. And Adaptive Insights platform makes it easy for people from across the business to do planning together.
Okay. Now, my wife told me I should ask you, she's on the board of Bucknell. Bucknell is a good Workday client. She believes that you can help keep the costs of tuition down, which may be one of the most troubling parts of our country. How can Workday do that?
Well, in general, cloud, whether it's the Workday applications or the adaptive applications, run at a lower cost than traditional legacy applications. And we think over a 5-year period, we're about 50% of the cost of those legacy systems. And you can redeploy those dollars into better classes, lower tuition. Hopefully we can help. In the case of universities, we actually have a student system as well, so we really deliver the full scope of applications for universities.
Excellent. All right, so Tom, now that you're part of Workday, we look at, you could have been public yourself, the market has been very tough, and it's been tough for cloud companies. How do you feel about now, you don't have the individual glare that you would have, but the volatility is a little shaking to you, isn't it?
Well, there's a lot of volatility in the market, but we're focused on the long term and delivering long-term value to customers, and that'll create value. And the opportunity to do it as a Workday company, we think accelerates our business strategy.
Okay, now Anil, a couple quarters ago, I can't remember which one, I should know it, but you talked about a glitch in your Salesforce. And you said you get it fixed. And we were in a market that was unforgiving and figured, therefore, are you kidding me? Who is this Mr. Bushry? But you did. Now, that's a different kind of decline in the stock. That was self-inflicted because you were honest. Then this is just a vicissitude sell-off, isn't it?
You know the market's better than I do, but you know business is good. Nothing has changed this year. Pipelines are healthy. Business feels good. Our win rates are exactly where we want them to be. We were top 10 best places to work, and this past week we were #1 on that Fortune Future 50, the companies that are the most innovative companies in the world. So it feels like things are continuing to head in the right direction. The stock market right now is just very volatile, and I just try not to look at it.
Right, well, I congratulate you because I know that's a very hard-fought honor to get. Tom, I'm going to leave with you because I just want to know, will we see you, or is this it for Tom Bogan in terms of the exposure? Because I enjoy talking to you.
Well, it's...
You'll see Tom.
Definitely, as part of Workday.
All right, terrific. That's Anil Bushry, CEO of Workday, and Tom Bogan, CEO of Adaptive Insights, now part of Workday. Thank you very much. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.